Welcome friends to another video, and today I'm going to talk about the house of Karl Lagerfeld and a very special collection in this house called the Capsule collection. This is a collection composed out of 3 fragrances that became available on the market in 2008, and it has the fragrance that I'm going to talk today, Capsule Light, also Capsule Woody and Capsule Floriental. I only have light and woody, as floriental at this moment it's almost impossible to find, at least here in Romania. So I'm gonna try to buy it from abroad, but I actually don't have really high hopes. So a very interesting collection, and this one in particular, Capsule Light, it's very interesting amongst these 3 fragrances. Why? Because it has a very interesting composition and it smells even more surprisingly. Let's talk about the presentation. This is the cardboard box. This is how it looks. The bottles come in 30 or 75 ml bottles. I bought the 30 ml. I couldn't find the 75. And let's see the bottle, which has a very interesting design, if you ask me. It basically looks like a capsule, with this plastic cap on top, and on the bottom of the bottle you have Karl Lagerfeld's signature engraved. Quite an interesting presentation, quite beautiful, awkward at the same time, but it's really nice. It's something else compared to what other manufacturers are doing. But we are more interested in the juice. So let's talk about the composition and the breakdown of the notes, because we have orange, bitter orange actually, we have jasmine, we have cloves, we have nutmeg, and we have musk. Quite some interesting notes, but the surprising part is the fact that this fragrance smells like fresh bread. Yeah, fresh baked bread. That's the exact same or the exact scent that this fragrance gives you, and it was a total shocker for me. And if I'm not mistaken, I do believe that in the marketing and promo materials, Karl Lagerfeld stated that this fragrance would smell like fresh bread. It's quite interesting, mainly because of the note breakdown. The notes inside have individuality, which is really great. I do appreciate this thing in fragrances, but at the same time they combine so perfect in giving you this awkward fresh bread scent, which is amazing. It's like you go to the bakery if you want, and when you get there and you want to buy bread or whatnot, croissants and so on, bagels, you feel that smell coming from the bakery, and it's the exact same scent like fresh bread taken out from the oven, which is quite interesting if you ask me. It's a very light, very subtle, very volatile type of scent. It doesn't perform impressively, but it doesn't lack in performance also. On my skin, at least in terms of longevity, I get about 6 to 7 hours with Capsule Light, and in terms of projection, it projects quite well for the first hour, and afterwards becomes more of a skin scent. Still, the way the perfumery behind this one combined the notes, it's simply amazing. It's, if you ask me, it's a masterpiece, and the perfumery behind this fragrance is Mark Buxton. So, in my honest opinion, he did a great job in reproducing the scent of fresh bread. If you are interested in this type of fragrances, I highly encourage you to give a try, or to put your eye on the house of Serge Lutens, which has some really interesting and amazing fragrances, gourmand type of fragrances. The only house that I know capable of producing scents that smell like things in real life is the house of Serge Lutens. Give a try to, for example, to Dent de Lait from Serge Lutens. Also Au gingembre 5 o'clock, also Chergui for that matter. It's simply amazing how the house of Serge Lutens manages to reproduce those scents from things that surround us in real life. The exact same thing happens here in Capsule Light from Karl Lagerfeld, which is quite interesting. And to be honest with you, actually, for the way that it smells, for the way that it manages to combine those elements to smell like this fragrance could be very simple, sell or sold for a niche type of fragrance if you want. Because basically I've smelled, tested, tried a lot of fragrances from niche houses that are trying to do the exact same thing, and actually they don't manage to pull it out, and also the performance is lacking compared to this one. This one is more of a unisex type of fragrance, if you ask me. I don't see this one leaning more on the manlier side or the woman side. It's quite well balanced. You can wear it as a man, you can wear it as a woman. Because I've seen a lot of opinions on the internet stating that this one is too masculine. I don't know what's too masculine about fresh baked bread, for example. But to each its own opinion. I do consider this one to be a fragrance for a more mature type of consumer, if you ask me. And also, I do see this one as a fragrance for your own pleasure, a fragrance for your own personal space and time, a fragrance for you to wear when you simply disconnect from the rest of the world and it's just you and your thoughts, and basically nothing else surrounding you exists anymore. It's a fragrance that's very fragile, if you ask me, olfactory speaking, and it manages to give the person who wears it a very interesting and very cozy feeling, very elegant at the same time, and a very good vibe, if you want. It's a fragrance, as I said, just for you. It's not a crowd pleaser. It was not the intention to be a crowd pleaser. And also, this fragrance was made as a layering option for those of you who love layering with other fragrances. And it can also be worn, or if you want, layered with the other two fragrances in this collection. Very interesting. I wouldn't say it's unique, mainly because Serge Lutens does such a great job with its creations. But considering that it's coming from a designer house, I would say that it's quite interesting and quite surprising at the same time. I highly encourage you to give it a try if you have the opportunity. To my knowledge, this collection was discontinued. I don't know how high the prices are right now, but if you have the opportunity to purchase this entire collection, I actually encourage you to do it because it's something different from the house of Karl Lagerfeld. This pretty much does it for this video. This was Capsule Light. I'm gonna see you in the next one, and as always, my friends, be safe, be good. Peace.